In today's interconnected world, the geopolitical landscape is fraught with tensions that seem to be teetering on the edge of escalation, sparking widespread concerns about the possibility of a devastating global conflict. One particularly volatile flashpoint that demands our attention is the ongoing strife between Iran and Israel. But what lies beneath this simmering conflict, and could it indeed be the catalyst that sets ablaze a much larger conflagration on the world stage? To truly grasp the gravity of the situation, we must peel back the layers of history, religion, and geopolitics that have woven this intricate tapestry of conflict. The animosity between Iran and Israel traces its roots back decades, with deep-seated grievances and divergent worldviews fueling the flames of discord. Iran, a nation shaped by a rich tapestry of Persian history and Shia Islam, underwent a seismic shift in 1979 with the Islamic Revolution, which saw the overthrow of the Western-backed monarchy and the rise of an Islamic republic under the leadership of Ayatollah Khomeini. Since then, Iran's revolutionary zeal and staunch anti-Western stance have positioned it as a formidable regional player, challenging the status quo and asserting its influence across the Middle East. Meanwhile, Israel, born out of the ashes of the Holocaust and propelled by the Zionist movement, emerged as a haven for the Jewish people and a beacon of democracy in a tumultuous region. The establishment of the State of Israel in 1948 sparked immediate hostilities with its Arab neighbors, setting the stage for decades of conflict and bloodshed. At the heart of the Iran-Israel rivalry lies a clash of ideologies and strategic interests. Iran's support for militant groups like Hezbollah in Lebanon and Hamas in Gaza, coupled with its relentless pursuit of nuclear capabilities, has fueled Israeli apprehensions and heightened tensions in the region. For Israel, the specter of a nuclear-armed Iran poses an existential threat that cannot be ignored. Moreover, the complex web of alliances and rivalries in the Middle East further complicates the situation. Iran's backing of the Syrian regime and its involvement in the Syrian civil war has drawn Israel into the fray, leading to sporadic clashes and escalating tensions along the Golan Heights. As the world watches nervously, the question looms large: could the Iran-Israel conflict serve as the spark that ignites World War III? While such a dire scenario remains speculative, the gravity of the situation cannot be overstated. The stakes are high, and the consequences of miscalculation or escalation could be catastrophic. In the face of this looming threat, it is imperative for the international community to seek diplomatic avenues for de-escalation and conflict resolution. Dialogue, engagement, and a commitment to mutual understanding are essential if we are to navigate these treacherous waters and avert the specter of global conflict. Only by addressing the root causes of the Iran-Israel conflict and fostering a climate of cooperation and peace can we hope to build a safer, more secure world for future generations. The path ahead may be fraught with challenges, but the imperative of peace must guide our collective efforts as we strive to chart a course toward a brighter, more peaceful future. Iran, a nation predominantly inhabited by Shia Muslims, has been locked in a long-standing conflict with Israel, a predominantly Jewish state, since the seismic events of the Iranian Revolution in 1979. Following the revolution, Iran underwent a profound ideological transformation, with religious leaders assuming political power and establishing an Islamic republic. Central to Iran's new leadership was a fervent opposition to the existence of Israel, viewing it as an illegitimate entity occupying Muslim lands. This opposition manifested in tangible support for militant groups hostile to Israel, notably Hezbollah in Lebanon and Hamas in Gaza. Iran's backing of these groups includes financial, military, and ideological support, enabling them to carry out attacks against Israeli interests and civilians, further exacerbating tensions in the region. Conversely, Israel perceives Iran as its most significant regional threat, primarily due to Iran's relentless pursuit of nuclear capabilities and its support for anti-Israel militias. Iran's nuclear ambitions, coupled with its support for militant proxies, pose an existential threat to Israel's security and stability. Tel Aviv, along with many other nations, views Iran's nuclear program with deep concern, fearing the potential consequences of a nuclear-armed Iran. Thus, the enmity between Iran and Israel is rooted in ideological, religious, and geopolitical factors. Only through concerted efforts to address the root causes of conflict and build trust among adversaries can we hope to avert the specter of World War III and chart a path toward a more secure and prosperous future for all. The international community must work together to address the underlying grievances and find a peaceful resolution to the Iran-Israel conflict. The stakes are too high to allow this crisis to escalate into a global catastrophe. Let's hope that wisdom prevails over conflict, and that we can build a future where peace triumphs over war.